How's it going, guys? So it is Monday morning. At the time of this recording, it is 7 a.m. And thank you for joining me, and welcome to the very first episode of MMA Morning Chat. Okay, so here we go. You guys, this is the segment that I'm starting up. All it is just about a conversation about all the events from the previous day and the events coming up, which I believe it might be interesting. Okay, and one more thing, if you have not, please subscribe and tell me about what you think in the comment section below, and just tell me what you want me to talk about. Tell me what's on your mind and tell me what you want me to talk about, which is tomorrow, which is the next episode, and I will be releasing one episode every day from Monday to Friday. Okay. So, you guys, let's get to it. And today is October 30th. It's a Monday morning. And the one thing that I would like to talk about is UFC Fight Night 119, Sao Paulo, which the main event was Lyoto Machida versus Derek Brunson. And the co-main event was Demain Maia versus Colby Covington, which... You know what, Colby? You know what, my friend, congratulations. But your antics afterwards, like I said, if you guys have seen my previous episode, I don't know if that antic was a character that he was playing. If he was trying to hype up himself and trying to make himself noticed. I'm talking about Colby, and we will get to that. You know what? Let's start there actually. Oh yeah, and if you guys are wondering, my pick for that fight, for that night, for that event, I went 5-2. I got everything right except for the Nico Price versus Vincent Lequet, I believe that's his name. Well, I picked Nico Price for the win, but he lost. Damn it. And then I picked, of course, Demain Maia to beat Colby Covington, which Maia lost as well. Okay, so let's start with Colby. Like I said, first of all, congratulations for the win. Beating Demain Maia is... wow, it's just the way that you did it. I mean, one of the scorecard from one of the judge gave you 30-26. Wow. Wow. But, you know what? That's not what I'm talking about. You beating him, you beating Demain Maia is not the reason why I am having this conversation, but the reason is about your action afterwards. You call the Brazilian fan filthy animal, and you call Brazil a dump in Brazil while you find Demain Maia in Brazil. Come on, man. I realized that you're trying to play this bad guy character. You're trying to be like the bad boy, the bad guy of mixed martial arts. But there's a line that, you know what, some people that they could cross it. Example, Chael Sonnen, the first person who did it. Next is Conor McGregor. But you are not that person. And the UFC right now is not the UFC of the old. Okay? To me seeing that, me hearing that, as a fight fan, I was really disappointed. It's just the fact that I believe as a professional athlete, as a professional fighter, you should at least portray a certain amount of professionalism. Okay? I am going to get back to Chael Sonnen and Conor McGregor, okay? When Chael Sonnen lost to Anderson Silva, he apologized in his own way, but he never went after the crowds afterwards. He never after the fight's over, it's over, right? And even I believe that at one point, him and Anderson Silva they shook their hand, and I believe that Anderson Silva, I wish I could find this picture. He bowed at him. He's like, oh, thank you, you know. You know what? Anderson Silva, he realized that what Chael Sonnen's doing is just trying to hype up the fight, okay? And the other thing is Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor, when he had his beef with Jose Aldo's, okay, he knocked him out. And then afterwards he apologized. He shook his hand, and then I believe he even tried to help him up after he jumped the cage. But you guys, that is just one incident where he lost, when Conor McGregor lost, and his second loss to Nate Diaz, he even shook his hand. He even gave Nate Diaz all the compliments that he believed that Nate deserved. He's like, he was the better man, He came in, he beat him up. And then the third time that Conor lost was against Floyd Mayweather, which he did the same thing. He was humble. He apologized. He said Floyd's the better man. He gave credits to where credits due. That's what I'm trying to say. And this is after the fight. They said a lot of smack leading to the fight, but when the fight is over, it's over. But however, Colby, in your case, it was the exact opposite. You talk a few smack, not as much as the rest of those two guys, but when the fight is over, you choose to continue, by calling the citizen of Brazilian fans, and Brazil, a country as a whole, you call their fans, and I quote, a filthy animal. You call Brazil, the nation of Brazil, the country, filthy, a dump. And then, on your way out, you know what? I know where the fans coming from, but you know what? Okay. If you guys don't know, on his way out of the cage, the Brazil fan, they were very rowdy. A lot of them are intoxicated. A lot of them were upset from what Colby was said. And Colby Covington, he just beat one of their superstar of Brazil, which is Demain Maia. And on his way out, Colby Covington walking back to the back entrance, when he was walking from the cage to the back, they were yelling at him. They were tossing trash at him. They were yelling and screaming, like who knows what. And I could only imagine, So, me personally, I don't think that you deserve that, Colby. But, however, you did put yourself in that situation. It's just the fact that it is at the end of the night. That was the co-main event, and the Brazil fan, they had a lot of drinks. And you know what? I'm not trying to make an excuse. I'm just stating the fact. Okay. Like I said, I believe that you don't deserve what happened to you, but you kind of brought up on yourself. Okay. And of course, the UFC brass, they are not happy with that. I believe his name is Michael K. So we'll see what happened. He did say that. Well, he said that he's not happy. So. Yeah. Okay. And is that his name? You guys, I'm online right now. I'm trying to look up the director of Brazilian. Okay, I'm not even gonna look that up right now. Okay, let's move on to the main event, which we have Lyoto Machida versus Derek Brunson. Oh my goodness, you guys. This, to me watching that fight, it hurts. It's just the fact that I've been following Lyoto Machida career for a very long time, a good, I say, about 15 years. It's just the fact that I used to watch him and Anderson Silva fought in Pride, and I believe at one point I realized that previously I said that him and BJ Penn, they fought at heavyweight. But however, I look back on it, it was at light heavyweight. Holy shit. BJ Penn used to compete at 205. Wow. But you guys, we're not talking about BJ Penn, we're talking about Lyoto Machida. My goodness, man. So right now, Lyoto Machida, he's sitting with a record of 3-5 within his last 8. And now what? The way that he lost his fight, the way that he lost this fight was, wow. I did not see that coming. It's just the fact it's Machida, it's his fighting style, it's his footwork. I kind of thought, this is what I thought. I picked Derek Brunson to beat Lyoto Machida, but I picked him to finish him as well. But however, I picked Derek Brunson to beat him in the later round. It's in round 4, round 4 stoppage. But however, he finished him in round 1, 2 minutes, 30 seconds into round 1. Knockout punches. And I could only imagine the Brazilian and the Brazilian fans, like what they could possibly be thinking right now, or out of that moment. It's just the fact that the previous fight, they saw one of the treasure in Demain Maia lost, and then now they're the other one, Lyoto Machida, lost. Okay, guys, if you guys don't know of how big Lyoto Machida is, he's like their top 3 superstar of Brazil when it comes to mixed martial arts. And the top 3, they are the Nogueira brothers. I put them on the same thing. They're like 1 star. It's just fight that Junior and Gini, Big Nog and Little Nog. These 2 guys, they're freaking huge. They're like the Michael Jordan. And then you have Anderson Silva, which is he is like Michael Jordan of Brazil. And then next we have Lyoto Machida, and then right behind him I believe it's Demain Maia. I put Demain Maia at the bottom of this list. It's just the fact that Demain Maia, he has never won the title. He has never won a UFC title, right? Okay. Yeah, me watching that fight, seeing him lost the way that he did, it kind of broke my heart. I really want to see him return after 18 months of suspension, after being out of the cage for over 2 years. I want to see him perform. I want to see him do well. I wanted to see the Machida of old. But he came in and he lost, you guys. He lost, and he lost bad. And it's just the fact that, and one more thing, this loss right here, this is his 4th loss in a row. Okay? His 4th loss in a row, and 3 of that 4 loss was knockout. Sorry, this is his 3rd loss in a row, and 2 out of 3 was a knockout. This is his 4th loss in 5. Wow. And I just give me one moment, guys. It's just it's early in the morning, and I'm just trying to take a look at what the temperature is. It's cold in here. It's cold down here. I haven't got this on. I'm stuttering a bit, but thank you for bearing with me. So let's ask what's next? What's next for Machida? I mean, I don't want him to retire. I want to see him compete. Don't get me wrong. I still love to watch him compete, but does he have what it takes to compete at this level? And what would the future hold for him? Me personally, I don't know. I honestly don't know. But one thing that I do know is that I don't want to see him retire. I still want to see him compete. But he's 39 years old right now. So you guys, I don't know. Okay, well, you guys, I don't know, but I want to hear from you guys. Tell me what you think of what Machida should do, and the plans for the future of his career. Because when it comes to money, when it comes to finance, Lyoto Machida and the Machida family, it does not seem like they are in a dire strait when it comes to money. I mean, when it comes to spending and money, the Machida family, him, his bigger brother, and his dad, and it's just the way that his upbringing, they are not really materialistic. And from the UFC fight alone, his last fight, he received $250,000 just for show money, and I'm assuming that he will receive the same amount. And outside of fighting, they do have their own school, and they do have their own other side project as well. And the Machida school, this is the 2nd generation, so it's still doing well. And when it comes to the States, I looked this up, they are not in any financial harm, so their school is doing well. So I'm saying that this is where I'm going with this, is that money is not that big of an issue. Machida, Lyoto Machida, he can make money elsewhere doing something else, right? But as a fighter, as a championship fighter, I don't know, man. I don't know. You guys, tell me what you tell me what you think in the comment section below. Tell me what you think Machida should do. Okay. Okay. So that was the UFC Fight Night aftermath. Next, you guys, in a few days we have Michael Bisping versus George St.Pierre, the second UFC event at Madison Square Garden. And on this fight card, there's also 3 title fights. We have Joanna Jędrzejczyk versus Rose Namajunas. Holy smokes. Cody Garbrandt versus TJ Dillashaw. And the main event, we have Michael Bisping versus George St.Pierre. And I am just going to talk about those 3 fighters, 3 title fights alone. Okay, let's start off with the ladies. Who are you guys picking to win this fight? You know what? It's very difficult to pick against the champ. At 115, I don't see anyone at this level, at this weight class, to beat Joanna. Like, nobody. And if you guys haven't seen the image, okay, I am gonna post an image. Look at that, Rose Namajunas, just no care in the world. It's like, it's only a fist. It's all good. She just doesn't care. She's like, whatever. It's just like another thing. It's like another fight. I don't think she realized. I might be wrong, but I don't think Rose realized how big this fight is for her. Or if she does realize, she just doesn't show it. And to me, that is a bit of a shame. It's just the fact that Rose, she's such a good fighter. She's such a good athlete. It just she's got to sell herself. She's got to sell herself, put herself out there, be a bit more vocal, right? So, because what if she wins? Anything could happen. What if she wins? Okay, you guys, I'm picking against her. After that's being said, I'm picking against her. But what if, you know? I mean, me watching Joanna fight, it's like me watching Demetrius Johnson competing at flyweight. Like Joanna and Demetrius in their division, they are head and shoulder above the rest of the competition. Like, this is the competition, and they are up there like the moon. So that is a long way to go. You know what, guys, I may be wrong on this, but I doubt it. But you know what, I like seeing upset. I love seeing upset. I am rooting for Rose Namajunas for the win, but I am realistically believe that Joanna's gonna win. So I am a betting man, so I'm gonna talk to a few of my friends. We are gonna go out and watch this fight. If they give me about like 6 or 7 to 1, I'll put down like maybe $50 on it. I think that's just dead money, but whatever. It is what it is. And the other thing is that okay, let's get back. Let's switch over to Joanna Jędrzejczyk. If she beat Rose Namajunas on this fight at Madison Square Garden, she will tie the most consecutive title defense with Ronda Rousey at 6. Let me have a quick look. I believe it's 6. Where is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So she will have the most successful title defense at 6. Is that right? That can't be right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's right. She will tie Ronda Rousey with the most consecutive title defense at 6. And you know what? I'm rooting for that as well. You know what? What am I talking about? How can I be rooting for both? I can't. But however, for me, this fight, I'm just gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna enjoy it, and I'm just going to be a fan. It's just the fact that if Rose win, this is my two positive perspective on this. Is that if Rose win, right, you will get to see a big upset. So up to me, this will be such a big upset. Such a big upset. I don't know what the odds are right now, but I can tell you that's not gonna be like it's okay. if I have to guess on odds right now, it's like 5 or 6 to 1 at least, if not more. Right? If Rose win, I'm like, wow, this is such big upset. I love seeing big upset. I love seeing the underdog wins. So I like seeing that. But if Joanna wins, she tied Ronda Rousey as the most consecutive title defense. You know what? That's not history. History has not been made. History is just being tied. But however, she's one win away. One win away. Right? So for me, regardless of who wins, I am very excited about this fight. I do have my favorite, which is Rose. I want her to win, right? But I believe that Joanna is too good. She cannot do it. Like Rose Namajunas cannot beat Joanna. I just think that Joanna is way too good. Just way too good. So that's just me being real. Okay, guys, I realized that I kind of going back and forth because I just don't know. I just don't know. I'm kind of conflicted. So let's stop it there. Let's end it there. And then we move on to Cody Garbrandt versus TJ Dillashaw for the bantamweight title. Okay, you guys, I will be honest with you. I don't like Cody. I believe that he's very unprofessional. He's a bit of a punk. And I don't like his antics. But however, it's not about liking a fighter. It's about how good the fighter is. And Cody Garbrandt, he is very, 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 very good. Holy smokes. If you could do that to Dominic Cruz, goddamn, man. You gotta give credits to where credit's due, and Cody Garbrandt is very good. I believe that he's very immature, very unprofessional, but who the fuck am I? I'm just another guy that's just being a hater, but I'm calling it like it is. I want Cody to grow up a bit. He's still very young, and it's just the fact that it's not just his antics leading up to the Dominic Cruz fight, also that his action during the tough during the tough stunt that him and TJ was doing. One of the things that he did was when he grabbed TJ Dillashaw by the throat. Oh my god, man. And then during the coach's challenge, he was so far ahead and then he gave up. So that tells me, you know what, I don't know too much about Cody Garbrandt, but it tells me that when it comes to adversity, if things doesn't go his way, and it seems like there's a lot of, okay, you know, like I said, I didn't know about his upbringing. He might have a rough childhood. I don't know, but this is what I do know, is that the last few years since he moved to oh my goodness, since he moved to Team Alpha Male, a lot of things are going well. 2016, he went from 2016? When did he beat Dominic Cruz? That was this year, right? Was it this year or last year? Let's have a quick look. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, 2016. He went from unranked. He went from an unranked fighter to becoming the UFC bantamweight champion in 1 year. Okay. And before that, no one knows who this guy is. So essentially, he went from being like nobody, like no one knows who he is, from being to become the best fighter in the world. And kudos, you know what? Kudos to you. I can't argue with that. Good job, man. Like, good job. But like I said, I'm going back on it. You're a good fighter. You're a very good fighter. But you need to grow up and show some restraint. Because to me, when I see you, the main reason why I don't like you is that you show a lot of this bully mentality, and I don't like that. And however, you guys, this is the fight game. It is going to catch up to you. You are doing very well right now. You know what? You are just going to get caught eventually. And hopefully, my pick is from TJ Dillashaw. That is right, guys. I'm picking DJ Dillashaw for the win on this one. Okay, I want TJ Dillashaw to put this man, Cody Garbrandt, in his place, humble him, and just knock him the fuck out. It is what it is. I believe that and this is the reason why that I believe that he's gonna win, that TJ is gonna win. It's just the fact that I believe that he is more seasoned. He's been in this game for a longer time, and he's mentally stronger, and he has improved since the last time that TJ versus Dominic Cruz. I realized that when it comes to the fighting style, TJ and Dominic, they are very similar, and a lot of people, the fight fans, a lot of people believe that the similarity between TJ and Dominic's will cause TJ to lose versus Cody. It's just the fact of how he did versus Dominic Cruz. But however, I disagree, and this is the reason why. Number one, it's the foot movement, and when I say the foot movement is that it's similar, but however, Dominic Cruz, he engaged at a half beat, okay, and man, okay, you guys, I don't know. Oh my goodness, I don't have a choice to you, but essentially when like Dominic Cruz, his foot pattern is very random because he doesn't know what he's gonna do. He's just trying to get you to react, and when he choose to step like to the left or to the right, but halfway midway to the step, that's when he choose to attack you. Okay, when you break down to Dominic Cruz fighting style, that's what he does. He tried to attack you. He tried to attack your opponents at half beat, halfway between steps, while his foot movement, his unorthodox and foot and body movement is trying to confuse you. And when your head's like, what is going on? When he catching you pause or stop and think, and that's when he attacks you. And 99% of his attack is like an offbeat attack. That is his style. Okay. That is Dominic Cruz style, and TJ, he saw that, he saw what is happening, and it was succeeding. He used a similar style, but with one different, okay? And that different is, I'll give you a few seconds. Tell me what it is. And, okay, I might be wrong, but this is what I believe, this is the difference between the two. The number one difference is aggression and power. So I guess that's two. But, okay, let's say power. Is that TJ Dillashaw, he attacks you as well when you start to guess. His I believe that TJ Dillashaw has got his punching is a lot stronger, and his approach, his stepping approach, his movement approach, it's more towards you. So it's that he is the attacker, while Dominic Cruz, he's more of a layback. He's waiting for you to react to his movement, and then when you react, like when you stop or pause, and then he attack, right? It's about action reaction. So he wait for you to react, and then he approach and try to attack you. But while TJ will attack you, and he will make you react to his attack, instead of Dominic Cruz. He move around, try to confuse you, and then when you're confused, then he attacks you because he wants you to act like he wants. Okay, yeah, okay. It's a bit difficult to explain. It's just the fact that, you know what, guys, this is what it is. This is uncut, unedited. What you get is what you get. Okay, this what you get is what you get. And for me, it's a bit difficult for me to process his fighting style. But if you guys know what I'm talking about, or if you don't, but that's where I was trying to go with that. Dominic Cruz's approach is passive because he waits for you to react, and then he attacks you. While TJ, he attacks you, and then you must react to his attack. So Dominic Cruz wait for you, and TJ goes after you. That's what I'm trying to get with that. I realized that it looks very similar, but the biggest difference is the power and the aggression. Dominic Cruz is more passive, while TJ is more of the aggressor when it comes to the style. Okay, So like I said, I'm picking this one, TJ for the win. And then we are moving on to the main event. Madison Square Garden, New York, New York. The return of GSP, George St.Pierre, going for a second division title as of his return. Okay guys, take a look at this picture. Okay, look at this. This the one on the left is George St.Pierre when he was at 170, and one on the right, he is competing at 185. Okay guys, take a look at the picture, and wow, look at that, he's huge. Damn. Yeah, right? Holy smokes. Holy smokes. He looks like a beast, man. He looks so much bigger. I realized that that he's been training, but what else has he been doing? Damn. Damn. And his opponent is Michael Bisping, which is, you know what guys, if you guys have not heard, Michael Bisping, he's in a bit of trouble as well. He's in a bit of hot water. He's being sued by a kid named Antonio something, and Antonio G, because Michael Bisping grabbed this kid's throat in July 31st, and now he's being sued. Less than a week away from the biggest fight of his career. Okay, this match right here, this match to me, the way that I view and approach this match, is that I don't have a horse in this fight. I don't have a favorite. I am not gonna bet on this fight. I would like to be biased. I would like just to sit back and enjoy the fight, for the same reason that, well, more than the Joanna versus Rose Namajunas fight. It's just the fact that, okay guys, look at this. If Michael Bisping wins, he would have defended his title twice, and on the way, he beat Luke Rockhold, a former Strikeforce, a former UFC champion, two big promotion, their former champion. He beat it, Anderson Silva, considering one of the greatest of all time. And if you beat George, another like one of the greatest of all time. If you could beat George St.Pierre, how can you deny his place in the Hall of Fame? You just can't. You cannot deny Michael Bisping a place in the Hall of Fame. But you know what, you guys? I believe this is my personal opinion, that he will be in the Hall of Fame when he chooses to retire. But if could you guys just imagine being GSP and George St.Pierre, the only person in the history of the UFC to do that? You can't say no to the guy. You just cannot say no to the guy, right? You just can't. So in a way, I want to see Michael Bisping accomplish that. It's just the fact that, wow, that would be truly amazing. Just wow, just wow. And then we have George St.Pierre. You know what, guys? I am Canadian. I think George is one of the greatest, if not the greatest welterweight fighter in the world. But maybe previously, but as for right now, I believe that the best welterweight fighter in the world is Tyron Woodley, the champion. But however, we are talking about history, and this is his opportunity to make history as well, versus Michael Bisping. And 100% that he could do it. 100%. There's no if and or buts about it, right? So if he beat Michael Bisping, he could call himself only the fourth man in the history of the UFC that would have held two titles in two different division. And the other three men are Randy Couture, BJ Penn, and of course Conor McGregor. He will be number 4. I love watching history, and that night, regardless of who wins, regardless of who wins that night, oh my goodness, regardless of who wins that night in the main event, history is being made. There's no other way. They can't be. The only way, I guess I don't even want to think about this. If the main event get cancelled, oh my goodness. If one of these guys get hurt, oh my goodness. Or if one of these guys get pop. Wow. But there's one thing that I know for sure, like I'm like 1000% sure. 1000%. Michael Bisping is showing up. Okay? The one thing that he's been very vocal for is that he wants that $1 million payday. And this is it. This is it. Him versus George St.Pierre at Madison Square Garden, with a supporting cast of Cody Garbrandt versus TJ Dillashaw for the bantamweight title, and another supporting cast of Joanna Jędrzejczyk versus Rose Namajunas for the strawweight title, and the third supporting cast, Jorge Masvidal versus Stephen Thompson. You know, you cannot get a better supporting cast than that. You just can't. And it is in the and it's in one of the biggest stage in the world at Madison Square Garden. You could argue it's a Madison Square Garden or Las Vegas, but I believe it's Madison Square Garden. You know, Michael Bisping is showing up 1000%. He wants that payday, and this is it. Yeah, if he's on his deathbed, he's still showing up. He lose, who cares? He's still get paid. That's what he's thinking. And George, I cannot remember the last time that George St.Pierre has pull out of a fight. I just can't. And could you imagine this? Could you guys just imagine? You know what? I don't even want to say it. Okay. No, I can't. I just don't want to jinx it. I could say it later, but holy crap. Yeah. And George St.Pierre, when it comes to fight, he's very reliable as well. So I believe that he will be there. Okay, guys. I am gonna end it right there. I am exhausted. I worked last night as well. Okay, guys. Thank you very much for listening. And that was the very first episode of MMA Morning Chat. If you have not, please comment, rate, and subscribe. Tell me what you think in the comment section below, and I will respond to your question or to your comment tomorrow morning, same time, same place, right here. Okay, guys, thank you for listening once again, and take care, enjoy your day, peace. I will see you tomorrow.